Hey, what's happening everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Pretty pumped up to actually try the one I'm about to have here. This is from out of Denver, Colorado. It is the Savant Brett IPA from Cricket Stave Artisan Beer Project. So it is an American IPA done with Brettanomyces, 7% ABV. Does not list the IBU on the bottle. Now this one I actually sat out for a little bit. As you can see on the back, it tells you to serve between 46 to 54 degrees. So you definitely don't want to have this right out of the fridge. Let it warm a little bit up. And let's get this baby open and get it into a glass. I just had a Hop Savant, one of their other editions, at the recent beer fest I attended. And that one was actually terrific. So hopefully this one follows suit as well. Now, I actually poured a little faster than I wanted to towards the middle, which put a little bit more of a head on there than I wanted. As you can see, I got too excited with this one. So we'll let that settle out a little bit. But looking at that base, you got that nice golden straw color. You have a pretty good haziness on there. Lots of carbonation action. As you can see, some of the bubbles, I think, on the screen as they race up towards the head. That is pretty much dead on white head, nice foaminess, should lace the glass really nicely. I get that in there so you can see that a little bit better. But decent looking beer. It's got the nice hops in it, so if they are using Amarillo, it definitely has that Amarillo type feel, but then it has that nice sourness too from the Brettanomyces. You're getting a kind of a funkiness coming out of there, almost like a sourness in there as well. Now, a wild factor in there, kind of like a sour milk almost, but with some of these sour beers, that's to be expected on them. But it's really adding like a nice, weird, funky texture to it. Let's check the taste. Good amount of bitterness. You definitely get that nice sting at the tip of the tongue. Goes down on the back end. Relatively easily. You do have some of that scraping. You expect to have that with an IPA. You do have some of that bitterness on the finish as well. It does get off the tongue a little bit. I am getting a little bit of that sour flavor in the mouth also. It's got a nice amount of mouthfeel to it. What I'm not a huge fan of is kind of that funkiness factor in here. So it's just a little different how that actually stands out. As far as the taste, the texture is very nice. Nice medium body. Nice crisp texture on it. Nice feel of the pine and the earthiness and some of the fruity flavors you're getting from the hops. You're getting some of that coming out of it on the taste as well. It does get off into the cheek area nicely, so you do have some tingling taking place in the mouth. But it's definitely sour. I mean, but it's not tart sour. So if you're thinking it's going to be like a tart type beer, you're not really picking that up in here, but you're kind of just picking up a sour type feel about it. This is actually something I'm not as accustomed to. But without that sourness in there, everything else is definitely hitting what you would want for an IPA. Man, if you guys have had this one before, let me know what you think. Put some comments in the comment section. It's kind of throwing me a little bit on this one. I'm not saying there's anything horrible about it. It's just different. I was not expecting that. When I saw the Brettanomyces, I thought it'd have like maybe a little more of a tartness type feel to it. But this is, like I said, a little more sour. You get that in the taste. You get that in the aroma. Almost like a reminiscent of what I'm going to say like sour type milk, but you don't really want that in the beer. But some of these sours can add that type of sourness to them. Weird funkiness. But nothing that I wouldn't finish drinking. Like I said, it goes down real easy. I do pick up a little bit of that orange in there as well with the hops that were used. Do get a little bit of an astringency factor. But all in all, the beer itself is fine for the most part. But if you're a fan of sour type things, definitely give this one a look if you happen to see it. Again, this is the Hop Savant. It is the Brettanomyces IPA. For me, this one, I'm not digging it personally as much as I did the one that I had at the beer fest. But it's kind of hard because, like I said, it does meet all the qualities you would expect for an IPA. If you like sour, you'll probably really enjoy this beer. That all being said, thanks for swinging by and check out another video. I look forward to catching you next time. Keep drinking good craft beers. Cheers.